Entering the field for tonight's pregame ceremonies is the Pride of Fraser, the 195-member Fraser High School Rambler Marching Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Mr. James Rogers and Assistant Director Mrs. April Fiedler, along with marching assistants Mr. Sheldon Santamaria and Mr. Luke Woods. The band is under the field direction of senior drum majors Dave Zaccaro, Luke Wagner, and Nolan Petchik, along with junior drum major Haley Burns. The color guard is coached by Amanda Guerrero with assistant coaches Ellie Gross and Sydney Mason, and is being led by senior color guard captains Natalie Hassey, Angie Van Bibber, and Summer Stoll, along with junior captain Michaela Mallory. The drum line is coached by Mr. George Dunn with assistant coaches Mr. Nick Hunter and Mr. Nick Calcaterra, and is under the field direction of section leaders Michael Domenicucci, Keith Kane, Margo Offier, Anna Holloway, and Jonah Woods.
You guys see Lily up there?
Tonight's playing of the national anthem is under the direction of junior drum major Haley Burns. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Fraser High School Rambler Marching Band and Color Guard. In the press box tonight, the scoreboard of tonight's evening will be provided by Mr. Eric Anderson. Play stats and game details will be tracked and provided by Mr. Greg DeLita. And tonight's play-by-play will be provided by Mr. Kyle Frederick. I'm Tim Askery, the voice of the Fraser Band. In just a few moments, I'll turn over the microphone to the voice of the Fraser Ramblers, Mr. Kyle Frederick, for the introduction of the teams and the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Your 2021 Fraser Varsity football team. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we help the Fraser High School Marching Band pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Marching Band. Here we go. Go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fraser High School here, the home of the Ramblers, for today's varsity football game between the Fraser Ramblers and the visiting Port Huron Big Reds. I'm Jim Kennedy, joined today by Aaron Gemmel. I knew I was going to botch up a name at some point. I thought it was going to be your last name, and of course, it's the first name. So, not your average play-by-play guys today. We're filling in, and we got ourselves one heck of a game here.
Oh, of course we do. Port Huron is one of those teams that are consistent year in, year out. Between them and Port Huron Northern, it's always a battle to see who is the better Port Huron. Last week, there was a loss for the Ramblers, but now they have a test against Port Huron here.
Absolutely. That's the thing also. Fraser High is coming in here 2-1, looking to stay above 500 and keep that march going towards the playoffs. Remember, 6 wins automatically get you that playoff spot, which is going to be really, really huge. A win tonight against Port Huron will definitely help you out in that long run here.
Yes, especially with their schedule coming up. I know they have Grosse Pointe North and Royal Oak later in their schedule.
Yep.
Both on the road, both not easy places to play, especially in Grosse Pointe North. So this is going to be a really good test for the Ramblers tonight and see how well they stack up against inter-division MAC opponents tonight. This is going to be a good one.
Another thing also going into this game here is how do you come off the loss? How do you respond to the loss? Because that was a tough loss on the road. And like you said, Port Huron is a really difficult place to play. You got the hour-long drive is really difficult, whether it's Port Huron or Port Huron Northern. Doesn't matter.
Field, same difference, right?
Same field.
And you got that narrow. You got the very narrow sideline, which is being a former player myself. That was difficult. That was difficult because you have that concrete wall. So it's a very, very difficult place to play. But now Port Huron has come down to Fraser, so they had to make that hour trip, and we're going to get kickoff here in just a few moments. So this is going to be good.
Absolutely here. Fraser High looking to receive here in the first half. Looks like it's going to be, we get some numbers here. Looks like Darian Harris is back to receive the kick whenever Port Huron gets on the field ready to kick here. Beautiful, beautiful day. It was a little muggy today, but the temperature has gone down a bit with the setting sun. It's going to be nice. Nice night.
This is the last weekend of technically summer.
Yep.
So a nice way to end that. So this is going to be one of those games. This is going to be a fun contest tonight. This is going to be just again to see who can, like you said, who could come off the loss. If you could come off throwing the ball well, you could come off protecting your quarterback well. They got to protect Brady out there, and your defense. See if your edge rushers can get in there. See how well your corners react to their receivers' routes, their safeties on the deep ball. Everything goes into play. Special teams, too. That's a huge thing as well.
One more thing, keep in mind before we get ready for kickoff here, Fraser High currently undefeated at home. They beat Holly in their first game, and then they destroyed Cuzno, which was really surprising to me because Cuzno's always been a good team.
Yes.
So they're 2-0, looking to stay undefeated here as we get ready for kickoff here from McCaffrey Stadium.
Man, just seeing Port Huron line up for this kickoff just brings back so many memories. Just looking at other return teams getting ready to go, looking at that ball zoning in, especially on the road. Being a special team's not easy to do. So, and here we go.
The kick is up.
Caught right around the 10.
Jukes a player and is going to get taken down. Looks to be about the 27, 28-yard line. So Fraser's going to have a good position off that kickoff return. Looking to see the offense going in here. And like you said, going into this game, Brady Berezowski had a real good game against Holly, a dominant game against Port Huron. He was okay against Port Huron Northern on the road. So we want to see how he can do in this kind of game.
And it all starts up front, right? It starts up front with the offensive line. Just, they have to zone in. They have to, read their cues and know exactly what the play call is and make sure just protect little brother back there, protect Brady back there, even though he is their senior captain.
2 wide receivers on both sides. Hoggabook with motion, hands it off, looks like to Eddie Williams. He's going to take it all the way to about the 35-yard line. check that. Actually, yeah, that was actually Eddie Williams. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 4 coming up for Fraser High here. And here's the thing also, keep this in mind, Eddie Williams, probably their best running back out there, but he also can be used as a wide receiver in those tight passes to the running back.
And it's always great to have a running back that can go out in the slot and go out and catch passes for you. That's always a good gift.
Hands off to Williams. Williams takes off. He's going to be taken down. Looks like a little bit over the line for the 1st down, and they are going to mark it as a 1st down for Fraser. So right off the bat, 2 quick plays, 2 quick run plays, and Fraser's got themselves a 1st down.
Well, you got to look at this too. Fraser's trying to, they're trying to set up the run early so that they can open up the passing lanes better, get the play action going. So let's just see what they do on this play when they have a running back here in the backfield.
Berezowski leading a no huddle, hands off to Eddie Williams again, and Eddie Williams takes off. He's taken down well past the 50, taken down at the 48, 47-yard line. They are in big red territory here. That's another 1st down for Fraser.
3 runs in a row. I mean, Port Huron, they have to figure out. They just have to maybe send a blitz, send something, even if it's a play action pass on this play. Just try and send the blitz and just see how your defense reacts to whatever's coming.
Hands off again to Williams, and this time Williams is not going to go anywhere, taken down by a host of Big Reds, a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. So looks like Port Huron is starting to realize that they're going to be Fraser's going to be running the ball a lot, trying to use Eddie Williams as much as he can. So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 11 play as Fraser goes once again no huddle. I think that's going to be the scheme that we see for the Ramblers here tonight.
Yes, and on that last play, defensive lineman Aaron Smith, number 75 on that one. So see if he could get in there and cause some hectic there in the run game.
Eddie Williams once again with the run, taken down about the 45-yard line, we'll say. So now it's going to be, for the first time in this game so far, 3rd down, and it's going to be about 6 or 5 for the Ramblers here. Now, if you're Fraser, do you continue with the run, or do you go for a pass? Something that Port Huron hasn't seen early on in this game.
I think on 3rd down, you might want to take a shot at a play action there if it's there. If not, Brady's a smart quarterback. He can try and scramble out.
That's going to hand it off to Hogabug. Hogabug runs it down past the 40 over to the 37-yard line, but that's going to be a 1st down, another one for Fraser. That is huge.
That looked kind of like the shovel pass, that quick pass right there. So that was a pass. So that's Berezowski's 1st completion of the night as they're waiting for their next call here. Port Huron, they're trying to figure out what Fraser's trying to do so far. Except for that last play that we just saw, all grounded pound right now. Let's see if they start opening up this passing game here.
Berezowski in motion. Sends Harris in motion. He's going to pass it off. Head off to number 4. That's Hogabuk again. He's taken down into the red zone. That's going to be another 1st down for Fraser. They are driving early in this game.
Yeah, Port Huron brought the pressure from the right side. The pocket started to collapse a little bit, but Berezowski, being a smart quarterback that he is, recognized the pressure, saw a wide open receiver, and he delivered a dot.
3 receivers to Berezowski's right. Eddie Williams lone backfield alongside with him. 1 receiver to the left. Berezowski in shotgun, hands it off to Eddie Williams. Eddie Williams going to get hit by number 3 of Port Huron and basically stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
He was taken down by junior Caden Rogers. So that was that. Port Huron again sensing what's coming here. I'm just curious what these calls now that they're creeping inside of the red zone. Once you get in the red zone, your play options start to shrink. But we do see there's a flag out there.
Yep, that was a holding call on Fraser, so it's going to send them back a couple yards here. So instead of a 2nd down, it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Ramblers.
I think we could see possibly a run for them just to get back to it, just another ground pound. They've been running the ball really well on their opening drive here of this game. So let's just see if they go back to it.
Berezowski sends Harris in motion, hands out to Eddie Williams. Eddie Williams taking off, and he is stopped by number 10, it looks like, of the Big Reds there. But that's going to take it back to where they started off, the 25-yard line for a 2nd down. Actually, make that the 23-yard line, for a 2nd down and 8.
So as Frazier gets their call, Brady. All right, here we go with Brady here. Let's see what they got. Trips. They got trips to his left.
Yep, 3 receivers to Berezowski's left. Berezowski drops pass. Hands off to number 11. He drops it, and that is intercepted by the Big Reds. Number 10 is immediately taken down at the 27-yard line. There was nothing that Frazier could do on that one. That was a tip ball. Number 10 was just right there waiting for him. Interception. That's going to be an unfortunate turnover for the Ramblers.
Senior Joe Maruri coming in there, 6 foot, 195 pounds, just working the tip drill right there. Just a very heads-up play defensively, and that was a great play defensively by the Big Reds as they begin their offensive sequence coming up right here.
First down for Port Huron here. Frazier looking to make a big stop, a big impact on defense. Stopping them here would make a lot of noise, and a lot of fans happy early in this game. So 3 receivers to his left, hands it off to number 2, looks like, and that's immediately going to be taken down to about the 40 or 35-yard line, excuse me. So that's going to be a quick second down and 5 for the Big Reds. Port Huron gets ready to huddle back up, get the play going.
They have number 4, Nate Oriel, a junior, 5'11", listed on this depth chart as a defensive back wide receiver. So maybe something's going on with Port Huron's quarterbacks that we don't know.
Hands off now to number 22, it looks like, and that's going to be a first down for Port Huron.
Gavin Troy's a sophomore on that carry. A very solid carry for the Big Reds as they pick up a first down here.
First down of the game for the Big Reds. When you think about it, when you look at Frazier defense, what's really worked for them in the past has been the blitz. And if you're looking to stop the run, it wouldn't hurt to send a linebacker up there or 2 just to fill that missing gap, you know?
Oh, 100%. That would be probably the most ideal thing for Frazier to do. But Port Huron's been known in the past for their passing attacks, so they might be a little bit leery early on in this game.
2 wide receivers to the left and the right of the quarterback. Hands it off once again, number 22. No, quarterback actually keeps it. Orioles going to take it down all the way past midfield just by a yard. So it's going to be a second down and 1 position for the Big Reds.
Looks like they're trying to set up the read option pretty early in this game, and Oriole he made a great read, read his blocks, ran between the tackles, almost picked up the first down. We got about second and about 1.5, maybe 2 yards here.
5:56 to go in the first quarter. Port Huron driving here. They're on the Rambler logo, the giant Rambler logo here, and this new football field. Trips to the left of the quarterback. Orioles going to drop back. He's looking. He's going to hand it out to number 20. He's going to take it.
He's got it.
Take it 15, 10, 5. That is a touchdown for the Big Reds.
Touchdown, Luke Collins Jr.
That is going to be the first touchdown of the game. Port Huron strikes first.
That was a really nice pass by Oriole right there. Got out of the pocket, left-handed quarterback. Not easy making throws on the run, whether what-handed you are, right or left. Made a really good read. Saw him wide open, and a really nice catch and run by Luke Collins right there.
Port Huron's going to go for the extra point attempt here to try and make it 7-0. Number 12 with the kick. It is up, and it is good.
As Griffin Hansel, a sophomore kicker, puts it right up, 7-0. Big Reds early.
And again, that just culminated off a really unfortunate interception there. There was nothing that Frazier's offense, once that ball, you played it. Once that ball is in the air, it is fair game for anyone and everyone. There was nothing
100%,
that Harris could do.
100%. It's almost like, you're kind of getting warped in there, seeing that ball in the air, especially a live ball. You want to go make that play. Port Huron did, and they catch that into 7 points and an early lead in this ball game. So if you're Frazier right now, you're talking to your defense, you're talking to your linemen, your linebackers, your safeties, and your corners. You just, hopefully that they get some type of a rest. The offense drives down kind of like they did on that first drive before Berezowski's interception. Give them some rest, give them some time to think. By the time they get back out there, hopefully they will make their adjustments and they'll be able to shut down Port Huron's offense here.
Frazier getting ready to receive the ball here, trying to make some noise and get some points on the board here. Once again, it is 7-0 Port Huron here. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. As number 12 looks to kick this ball away. Harris, and it looks to be Hoggabook back there to receive.
See what kind of kick they go here with.
It's going to be a deep one.
Deep low line drive, caught it around the 10.
He's going to take it, and he is immediately drilled at the 25-yard line. That is a huge hit for the Big Reds there. So Fraser will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
That is fantastic special teams coverage by Port Huron. As soon as Hansel's foot hit that ball, from my past experiences, I remember when my foot hit the ball, my guys would just be all the way just gunning down there, and they just made a great play just like that out there for the Big Reds. Set up their defense really nicely here.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers here. They break the huddle around to the field. Berezowski. Eddie Williams in the backfield. 2 receivers on both sides.
You can see a pass here. No one covering the slot, really. The swing.
Berezowski hands out the pass, hands out to Harris, who slips and shakes off a tackler. Shakes off 2. Nope.
Shakes off 3.
4.
Whoa.
And he is off and running. Harris to the 50, to the 45, 40, 35, 30. He's got 1 minute to beat. 20, 15, 10, 5. Taken out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Wow.
Huge first down for Fraser.
Wow. He made that was first of all, that was a fantastic swing pass. I really liked the play concept drawn up here. But what a way to make something out of nothing. I mean, he was about 2 yards behind the scrimmage. That could have been a loss of 2 or 3, but instead they're down inside Port Huron's red zone. So what a play.
That's going to set up 1st and goal for Fraser. They have tight system here, and we're going to have a quick timeout here for Port Huron. Their first timeout of the game. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Port Huron up 7-0, but after a huge 70-yard play from Berezowski to Harris has Fraser now in a 1st and goal position at the 5-yard line. So if you're Fraser, let's talk about this while we got a bit of a timeout here. What do you do in this situation? Because the running game has worked.
You go back to it.
You go back to the
running game. You got to feel now they didn't get this far on their first drive. I've said due to the Berezowski interception off the tip. So try the run on first. If it doesn't work again, try the run on second. As long as you're not losing yardage, just keep trying to pound that ball. If it's third down and goal, try and play action them. Maybe running a naked bootleg, of some sort. Hit a tight end, a fullback, something like that of that nature. It might not be the best time. It might be a good time here to try a trick play here too. Maybe a jet sweep or a reverse or a halfback pass, something like that.
Berezowski currently under center.
Got
3 in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass here. Actually, no, it looks like he's going to run it, but he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Not a good play there. That play was immediately broken up.
Looked like that play was kind of busted from the beginning right there.
Was.
They had back in my day, probably your day as well. What we call the hog setup. We have 2 running backs, and then one right behind. So I don't think that was a design quarterback run. We're going to go with that again.
They're going to hog set up again. They're going to hand off to Eddie Williams. He's going to break 3, and he is taken down this time inside the 5. So it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Ramblers here. This time, looks like they're going to be at the 5-yard line. So a big 3rd down for Fraser, and they look to tie this game up.
So like I said right before we came out of the timeout, they ran it twice. Let's see if they do a play action here. Have one of their fullbacks / running backs come out.
Berezowski hands off to Eddie Williams, and he is immediately met by 2 or 3 Big Reds there and stopped. That's going to be a 4th down for Fraser. Now, here's the thing. You're there. You're inside the 5. Do you go for it, or do you just play it safe and go for the field goal? And it looks like Fraser Heights elected they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal.
It's probably not a bad call to do it this early in the game, but I'm old school. I would rather just take the points and just take the 4-point deficit. We got to run up the middle, and is he in? Berezowski thinks he's in. No, he's short.
Oh, that is just rough. That is rough. He was stopped at the 1-yard line. So, unfortunately, Fraser was not able to convert on that 4th down, but this does put Port Huron in a perfect situation. Or I'm sorry, this put Fraser in the perfect situation defensively. You can stop them inside that end zone.
Oh, yeah.
You get the safety and you get the ball back. That's going to be huge. So the defense needs to make a stop here.
Even if you give up a couple of yards on the ground, because they're probably going to be running the ball here, I would not expect Port Huron to pass this ball at all. So if they'll probably run it 3 times to get room for their punter here. And no matter what, if you could stop them, you're going to get really good field position for the Ramblers.
1st and 10 for Port Huron, but there's a flag on the play, and it is going to be offside, it looks like, on Frazier. And that's not what you want to do if you're the Ramblers. No,
not at all. That's not what you want to do, especially with the good field position your defense has. Trying to pin them in, maybe try and force some pressure, get a safety in there. Ultimately trying to set up really good field position on the punt here, but
they still have good field position, Aaron. But the thing is that you want to make sure that they're inside their end zone and not now on the 6-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down and 5 from the 6 for Port Huron.
They got some breathing room. They got some breathing room to throw the ball here.
Yes, they do. 1 wide receiver to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback is going to hand it off to number 22. He's immediately tripped up at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play there. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for Port Huron.
Like the call for Port Huron, just keep running the ball, trying to make room, trying to open up some gates here, trying to open up the field a little bit.
3:15 to go in the first quarter. Port Huron with a 7-0 lead here, looking to capitalize on a failed 4th down opportunity for the Ramblers. Big 2nd down here for the Ramblers defense. We have flags all over the field on this one here. It's going to be false start on Port Huron. So we talked about Fraser shooting themselves in the foot. Now this time Port Huron shot themselves in the foot. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 9, and it's going to put them back at the 2-yard line. So now they're back near their end zone. And this is where Fraser defense needs to make a play. This
is like what you said earlier. Send a blitz or something like that, right?
Add that pressure.
Send a Mike, send a Sam, maybe even send a corner or a free safety, something like that. Make them scramble, make them panic, especially their quarterback here today.
2nd down and 9 for Port Huron. 1 wide receiver. But they're going to be sending the blitz, and they are going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Huge stop there for Frazier, and it's now 3rd down and 9.
So now here it's whether the question of does Frazier play conservative here, not just play coverage, expect the pass or expect a short run, or do you try and send maybe 7 or 8 guys? If you're Frazier on defense here.
But also keep this in mind, if you're Port Huron, you think about it, you're 3rd and 9, you're inside your 5. You need to get a 1st down here.
Absolutely.
I think this is where, if you're Port Huron, you're going to be looking to make some pass here. 2 receivers to the right, or 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Oriel hands it off to number 22. He's going to be taken down. This is going to be taken down, I think, short.
No, they're going to mark him.
They're going to mark him. I'm not sure about that one because you just saw him slide when he fell.
Yes. He slid a little bit, so it looked like he was down maybe like a yard or half a yard short of the mark. But the line judge says something else. So 1st down and 10 for the Big Reds here coming up.
They get paid the big bucks more than we do, Aaron. So 1st down for Port Huron here. They're starting to get a little comfortable here. They're at their own 11 with 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Oriel in the backfield.
They got Gavin Troy back there as well. They've been using him a lot so far in this first quarter here.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Oriel. Gets his team set. Tight end off of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, we got to read option. We got to read option there.
Quarterback run here. He is tripped up, but taken down now. Well past the 10-yard marker. That's going to be another 1st down for Port Huron here.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier on Frazier's first drive on how good the Ramblers were setting up their run game. Port Huron's been setting up a really good run game here as well. Mm-hmm. Either handing it to Gavin Troy or just have Oriel just do a read option. It's just Port Huron's running attack has been really solid so far in this first quarter.
And the play that they scored on was a deep pass, so they also have that in their arsenal.
Yeah, but with all the running they've been doing, it's been setting up their passing game here.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gavin in the backfield with Oriole. Oriole's going to take it. He's going to run. He's going to look, and he is going to be an incomplete pass there, covered. It looks like number 2 for Fraser High.
He was looking for Ashford there, number 13 for the Big Reds there. He was looking for Ashford.
And Marcellus Avery there with the coverage to make it 2nd down and 10 now. We also want to mention here that tonight it is a whiteout here. So if you're watching the game, you're seeing a lot of fans in white. Stable is going crazy. The band's going crazy. A lot of fans in white here.
And also it's the cheerleading youth night tonight as well. Having all the new and aspiring young cheerleaders coming out watching what the Fraser Rambler cheerleaders can do. So that great night here tonight for football.
2nd down, 10 is going to hand it out to Gavin. He's going to bring a tackle. He's bringing another one, and he's going to be taken down this time around the 43-yard line. That's a big first down for Port Huron with under a minute to go in the first quarter.
I mean, that was another really strong run by Gavin Troy. I mean, he's a pretty big running back. He's 5'11", 190 pounds. So you give him the ball and a full head, if he gets a full head of steam, look out. Ramblers going to be in trouble if he gets a full head of steam.
Ramblers really need to tighten up that defense, especially in the backfield there, because we saw Gavin Troy, he had a lot of room there. If there was not a Rambler in sight, he could have gone all the way. And I think if you're Port Huron, you're really, really banking on that.
Yes, absolutely. You're emphasizing that. But as they go empty here,
receivers all over the place here for Oriole. He's going to get it. He's going to fake it. He's going to hand it off himself, but he's going to be immediately met by number 20 for Fraser. That is Calvin Custis. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 6 now for the Big Reds. With 16 seconds to go, and they're just going to wind the clock down here to end the first quarter.
Yeah, they're trying to get Luke College. They got the young man who caught that touchdown earlier for the Big Reds, trying to get him involved in the running game a little bit. And so they faked the jet sweep to him for a little gain, and that will take us to the end of 1.
Yep, the end of the first quarter here to score. Port Huron Big Red 7, Fraser High nothing. Port Huron driving. When we come back here on the Flash. And welcome back here to Fraser High School for tonight's varsity football game between the Fraser Ramblers and the Port Huron Big Reds. Port Huron currently up 7-0 as we get ready to go into the second quarter. I'm Jim Kennedy. Aaron Gemmel. Finally got it. You got it. It's weird spelling. We're your commentators for today. And it is a sweet pass. It's going to be a deep pass.
He can have something.
And he is immediately taken down, but that's going to set up Port Huron for a 1st and goal immediately, right off the bat. As we come back, Port Huron makes a big strike, and now they're threatening in Rambler territory.
See, it doesn't really. Again, Port Huron, they've been emphasizing the run with Gavin Troy. They established that really early on. They also established the passing game early on as well. Why not throw in a couple trick plays? And that's exactly what they did. Wide open. It worked to perfection. Now down inside the red zone, down at around the 10-yard line. So really good field position here for the Big Reds here.
Number 7 for Port Huron is the deep guy on the left side. As Oriole with Gavin Troy in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to number 2, and he's going to have easy room, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown.
Amari Huller on that touchdown carry, a sophomore on that carry. So Port Huron strikes quick.
Port Huron strikes quick here as we get back into the second quarter, and that's not what you want to see if you're Fraser High.
No, not at all. Especially coming, switch of quarters, end of one quarters, flipping the field. that's not what you want if you're Frazier here. So
As we
Coach Glad's got to come up with something here defensively.
all right, and we go. Kick it up, and it is good. So once again, Port Huron strikes real quickly here as we get seriously as we get back into the broadcast here from our quick intermission. Port Huron immediately struck on a trick play to an open wide receiver to set up a 1st and goal, and they really didn't have to worry too long to set up to now where it's 14-0. And this puts a lot of pressure on Frazier going into this game. You're 2-1. Going into this game, you're 2-1. You're undefeated at home. You're now down 14-0. How are you going to be able to come back into this game?
Well, it's just coming back into this game. You got for Frazier, if you're Coach Schlad and you're Brady Berezowski, you got to figure out what to do on this possession right here. You have to get this ball in the end zone on this drive.
Lance Ryder and Darian Harris are your receivers here for this kickoff for Frazier. And when you think about it, though, both of them are really speedy. You just got to make sure that you can actually get some blocks for them.
Yeah. Yeah, especially, set up the return game nice. We've seen Port Huron special teams, especially on their kickoff team. They're quick. They have gunners down there that can really run and really get after these guys, especially in the 2nd and 3rd row. And that's exactly what you want to do when you're the kicking team in this situation.
Griffin Hamill getting ready to kick it off for Port Huron here. And the kick is up, and it's going to go right over, it looks like, to Darian Harris, who drops it immediately, but picks it back up at the 20, and he's going to be immediately met by a host of Big Reds there. So not a whole lot going there. And Harris is slowly get up here, and he does not know. Oh, that does not look good. He is hobbling. That is not good. That does not look good. That is going to be a huge loss for Frazier there. Harris is probably one of their speediest guys, a guy with big hands. That is not good.
Immediately sits down, waiting for training staff to get over there. Could be as simple as a cramp. Hopefully that it is.
Normally when you hobble off like that, it is not a cramp. It looks like it's.
But if you're Frazier right now, you're hoping that it is.
Yeah, if you're Frazier right now, you're right. You're hoping that it is. Berezowski, 2 receivers to his right and his left. Eddie Williams, also Wilson next in the backfield. Shotgun. He's going to go for a deep pass. He's going to run to his right. He's going to throw it immediately. He's going to throw it out of bounds. There was pressure going over to Berezowski as he ran. He threw it. Incomplete pass. Going to be 2nd down.
Pocket immediately collapsed for Berezowski on that one. As soon as he started to scramble out of the pocket, it just collapsed on him. And you saw those couple defenders just put their hands up because they know that it's going to be a short pass that Berezowski is probably going to throw here.
2nd down and 10 for Frazier. 11:01 to go in the 2nd quarter at the 20-yard line. He's going to send Hoggabook in motion. Berezowski hands it off to Eddie Williams, and Williams is immediately met by a bunch of big reds. But there's a flag on the play, and the thing is, you saw Eddie Williams; his head just kind of jerked away a little bit when he was getting tackled. So we could see a big penalty here.
Could be a face,
and it is indeed a face mask here for Port Huron. So Frazier dodges the bullet, and is going to get a big break here. It's going to be now 1st down, and with 15 yards, they're moving in from the 20 to the 40, which is good position. It's good positioning so far.
So I wonder here with Frazier if they're going to, maybe take a shot here on 1st down. They might. I don't know. Maybe get back to the ground game. They got to just figure out something that works at this point because they're down 2 scores. You got to get one of those scores back. I don't think 3 is going to satisfy this Ramblers team needs.
Berezowski deep, going to hand off to number 11, and that is immediately broken up by number 11 for Port Huron. That was Cameron Cole, who really was in a position to catch it and intercept it. But as you saw there, he was immediately upset the fact that he didn't catch that one.
Yeah, and also that it was a tip pass. So as soon as if you're a receiver and you're out there and it's a tip ball, you immediately turn into a defender out there. You got to bat that ball away because you don't want another interception thrown by your quarterback.
No. 2nd down 10 now from the 36-yard line. It's going to send Hoggabook in motion. Hands off to Eddie Williams. Eddie Williams is going to break it off. It's going to be 1st down and more. And he's immediately taken out of bounds well past the midfield, and this is going to be set up in the big red territory now. Huge first down for Frazier and a huge first down for Eddie Williams and his offense. This is what the offense needed.
Yes.
All right, because we really haven't seen this much pressure going into the rest of this game. You had a good shot in the first quarter. Really couldn't do anything. Was unfortunately that interception, but now they're driving. Now they're in a position where they need to make some noise.
Yes, absolutely. Points would be the most ideal thing for the Ramblers coming up here.
47-yard line. Bears obviously going to hand off to Hoggabook. Passes it. Hoggabook's going to be going sideways, and it's going to be met well behind the line of scrimmage there. Not what you wanted to see here for Frazier. Now it's going to be second down and 12.
So far, besides that really long run that we just saw on the previous play, the last 3 pass attempts by the Ramblers have all been behind the line of scrimmage here. They need to start taking shots a little bit farther down the field, maybe a little bit past the first down chains, and just see who's open. I know for a fact that Berezowski's got the arm strength for this. So let's just see what they can do here.
2 receivers on both sides. Berezowski sends Hoggabook in motion, and that is going to be immediately stoppage in play.
Movement.
And that's going to be offsides, actually, on Port Huron.
They got him to jump.
So they got
him to jump.
Frazier High got a bit of a break. And now instead of second and 12, it's going to be second and 7.
So now that's 2 penalties on this drive here on the Big Reds.
And here's the thing also, we've seen this in high school football many a times where penalties start to creep in and start to affect the way that this game plays. You've seen it. I've seen it. Second and 7, Berezowski gets it from shotgun. He's going to throw it all the way out, and looks like number 13 tried to get it, but was just a little bit on the outside. So now it's going to be third down and 7 for the Ramblers.
Yeah, Berezowski was looking for Brahim right there. Like I just said, looking downfield, had the arm strength, and you could tell Brahim was frustrated immediately after that play, after not coming up with that ball.
He knew he had to make that catch. He just knew it. He wasn't in a position to do so. We had a tight setup here for Frazier. Berezowski with Eddie Williams in the backfield. Williams sent up to block Berezowski. He's going to dodge a tackle there. He's looking for someone, and he's going to be met well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big sack
by the junior Luke Allen on that play.
Oh, that is not what you want to see for Frazier there. Big sack on Berezowski. That's going to set up a punt position here.
Yeah, that's going to set up a punt here. So setting up for this punt, which coming out is going to be Brahim here. It looks like
he's actually got the leg. I've seen the guy kick. He's got a leg. Let me tell you.
Hopefully the snap's good for him. Loud snap here.
Deep punt.
Sideways spiral caught around the 10.
It's going to be better than 25. And oh my God, what a hit to stop that play from developing. Big hit. It looks like by number 23, Tanner Zalewski. That was huge.
That was a huge hit, but maybe something that the folks at home did not see. Number 6 for Port Huron, Cade Hansel, just absolutely blew up one of the Frazier gunmen. Wow, that was both sides making big hits on special teams. You got to love it.
8:39 to go in the first half. Port Huron up 14-0. Frazier's defense looking to make a big stop here to get some momentum into halftime. Oriole deep in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to...
No, he kept it himself.
Nope.
They even got us on that one.
And the stop looks to be well past the 10-yard marker. Taken down at the 34-yard line. So that's going to be a first down for Port Huron. Just another first down on another run play for the Big Red.
Keep the chains moving, right? Keep the clock going. You had a 2-score lead, late in the second quarter. And the option has been one of Port Huron's great successes right so far early in this first half of this football game. Let's just see. I want to really see if they stick to that or if they're just going to keep giving it to Gavin Troy and just have Troy make plays with his legs.
First down for Port Huron here. Trips to the right. It's going to hand off to Troy now. And Troy's immediately step. Oh! We saw number 38 get shoved down. Looks like by number 20, Luke Colling for Port Huron. No flag on the play there because that was right in front of the official.
Yeah, that was a just little extracurricular activity right
Just
there.
a little bit.
After the little bit after the whistle. But
He's going to hand off to Troy.
Troy's going to get a really good gain out of this. Port Huron's definitely going to like this, especially setting up for third down.
That's going to be third down and short now. Really, third down and an inch.
I think you just give it to him again. Give it to Troy again and just see. Just give it to Troy again and just run between the tackles.
This is a big third down for the Ramblers defense. A stop here could swing momentum your way. A first down, and they are going to be in some trouble here. Port Huron breaks the huddle. One receiver to the right and left.
Got tight end
Orioles
off the
going to
line.
head.
But we got tight end shifting in motion here.
Troy also shifted as well. So hand it off to Troy, and he's going to be.
There he is. There he goes again.
He's going to take it out 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Port Huron.
It's exactly what I said. Just keep giving it to Troy and just make him make plays with his legs, and that's exactly what he did for the Big Reds right there. Long touchdown run for the Big Reds as now they take a 20-0 lead over the hometown Ramblers here, pending the extra point.
That is not what you wanted to see happen for Fraser, and we talked about it. They needed a stop on that third down. That is not what you wanted to see for the Ramblers defense. Now for the point after attempt here. Kick is up, and it's good.
3/4 of the way up for Hansel. Now it's 3 for 3 on the day for extra points. Big Reds take the lead here.
21-0 lead for Port Huron here against the Fraser Ramblers.
With just about 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter on a beautiful September night.
Gorgeous September night, my friend.
Gorgeous September night. Great night for Friday Night Lights and a whiteout. And youth cheerleading day as well.
Well, we do got some good news here. Darian Harris is back out there on the field. Looks like you said, it was just a cramp. Looks like he was setting good to go. He's setting good to go now. So him and Lance Ryder are ready to go.
Yeah, it could have been a cramp, could have been a stinger, something easily fixable by the training staff. Nothing with medical tape can't fix. So good news for the Ramblers. He is out there.
Sometimes
let's see if they kick it right to him, because if the Big Reds saw that Harris was out the last couple series, maybe they might kick it towards him, see what he can do.
Yep. The here thing though, Harris and Ryder are, like I said, they're really speedy. They can make moves. They just got to make sure they make smart plays when trying to get out into the open field.
Absolutely. I remember, walking back and kicking off. I remember if Coach Glad told me, yeah, this guy was hurt and he's returning, now kick it right to him, and that's exactly what I did. So let's see if Port Huron does the same.
And the kick is away, and it's going to be a nice little squib kick here.
Whoa.
Ooh. Harris was immediately able to fall on that. Calvin Custance had it, but he lost it as he was coming down with it. But luckily, it wasn't going to be a turnover. And Fraser is in a good place now. 1st and 10 at about the 27-yard line.
We talked about last drive on how important it was for Fraser to get points. Now it is extremely important for the Ramblers to get points here. You're down 3 scores. You're not getting the ball back in the second half. You got to kick the Port Huron.
You need a score. You need a score here.
You need to score quick. If you want to try and get 2 scores back, you want to try and score quick. Force a 3 and out and get the ball back and maybe cut this lead down to a 1-score game by the half.
Berezowski's going to hand it off to Lance Ryder, actually, and Ryder's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage there. He just had his jersey grabbed from behind, tried to make him move, try to get it off of him, but unfortunately that was not the case.
You could see him after the play trying to plead his case to the officials, like, come on, give me a holding call, but obviously no dice.
Give me something. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 now for the Ramblers. Berezowski, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Looks like Lance Ryder in the backfield again, replacing Eddie Williams. Going to get the ball handed off again. He's going to break one tackle, but it's going to immediately be met by a host of Big Reds, and this is not what you want to see for Frazier here.
No, you're 3 yards behind the chains. It's third down. You're in your own territory. Port Huron is gonna expect the pass here. They're gonna expect the throw, especially with them being down 3 scores, trying to get at least something on the board before the half, and that's what they're going to go with. They got Brett Anderson lined up by himself.
Trips to the right. Berezowski gets the ball. It's going to get
he's
shotgun, and he's going to be immediately taken down well past the 15-yard line. That is a huge, huge sack for the Big Reds defense.
There was almost no protection there. Berezowski was immediately swarmed by Big Reds. That was just not a good play offensively. That was not a great play executed by the offensive line here, and that's exactly what Coach Volpe is going to talk about with his guys here.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see here. As Frazier now is going to go for the punt, and you can hear in the background the fans are not happy with this performance so far in this first half.
Especially you got your punter backed up down almost right on the goal line. Definitely not an easy thing to do. Gets it away. It's a wobbling spiral.
That's a deep pass, though.
Caught around the 45.
To the 50, and it's going to be taken down at the 43-yard line there.
Solid punt, really solid punt. Good coverage by the Ramblers there to track him down.
Calvin Custis there, hitting his helmet, so it looks like he made a tackle there, trying to do something for this Frazier defense.
Oh, number three for Frazier here. That is Amari Collier holding his left arm. Something must have happened on that punt return, and he's got to go see Emily and the training staff here.
Berezowski is also on the bench. He's getting looked at by the training staff. Also, that's going to be huge if you're Frazier.
It's going to be huge. But knowing Brady, being a former teammate of his, and he's a tough kid. Probably just stretching, maybe working something out, stretching, get new tape, something like that, getting ready to go.
Well, for the first time in this game, at least, Gavin Troy was just stopped at the line of scrimmage there.
He's been running wild all day. And finally, the Frazier Rambler defense steps up and makes a very good stuff on first down.
So it's going to be second down and 7 now at the Frazier 39. 3:36 to go in the first half. The defense needs to make a big stop here to get something going because, like you said, Port Huron's getting the ball in the second half. So if you can go up 4 scores going into halftime and then you're getting the ball back,
right, you're feeling really comfortable.
If you're Port Huron.
Absolutely.
Oriole's going to
keep
hand it off and going to take it down, but he's taken down immediately by Darian Harris, excuse me. And Harris he is hurting again.
Oh no,
that is not good. He immediately took off his helmet.
He's down.
This is not good for the Frazier offense, for Frazier period.
Well, it looks like Berezowski's coming off the bench, and he looks like he's walking okay.
Looks like it was just a quick checkup on his part.
So Harris immediately got back up as Coach Sklanowski went out to make sure his guy was all right. So he limps off the field again. I don't know if he says he feels good. I don't know if I would send him back in this game because this is the second time
he's cramping up. That's the thing. Like,
then they got to run over to the concession stand and give him some mustard or something.
He's got to get something here. So 3rd down and 4 for the Big Reds here. Big 3rd down if you're a Frazier defense. You stop them here, you're in a good position.
You could put something together quick before the half.
Orioles going to get the ball. He's going to get a deep drop. Going to pass it to Troy. 15-10-5 touchdown.
Wow.
Port Huron.
Looked like he was untouched, Troy.
He was.
Wow. He was untouched. Not only has Troy been running all over the Ramblers as a running back, but they just used him so easily as a receiver right there, and it showed.
Port Huron is having an offensive showing here, and that is not what you want to see if you're a Frazier.
That is
not good.
That's Port Huron saying, you know what? we're 2-1. We understand, Fraser, that you're 2-1 as well in this Macomb area conference division, but we want to come an hour away and just stomp you guys, and that's what they're doing so far.
The extra point attempt is up and good. So let's see here, 2:35 to go until the end of the first half. The score is Port Huron 28, Fraser nothing.
I tell you what, if I was Griffin Hansel right now as a kicker right now,
just squib it.
You're 4 for 4. You're having a great night.
Mm-hmm.
Your team's up. You're going out there a lot. You're having a lot of fun. Port Huron, especially their sideline and their dedicated fans who made the drive all the way down here. They're really enjoying what they're seeing from their Big Reds right now. For Fraser, they have to figure out offensively. It's just, again, like I said at the top of the broadcast, it starts up front. And the offensive line has not been able to protect Berezowski. Hence him being sacked multiple times in this first half. The run game not going anywhere. So I'm curious to see what Fraser is going to run here when they get this ball off the kickoff here.
Avery is replaced Darian Harris for the kick return here. Lance Ryder over closer to us here in the broadcast booth. Avery on the far side from us as we get ready to go for the kickoff here. Once again, Port Huron up 28-0 on Fraser. 2:35 to go in the first half. And the kick is up. It's going to be another squib kick.
All right, this one's fielded really good.
And
He's just going to slide.
Just going to slide. No, to play it safe because now you got 2:35 to go. All through your timeouts. So if you're Fraser, you just want to get points on the board. That's the thing. You just want to get points on the board. You need something.
You need a positive note to go into that locker room, saying like you go into the locker room and you sit down in there and you say, okay, what did we do right on this drive that got us points going into the half? And then let's address what went wrong.
That's the thing.
Especially the first two drives, an interception and then a turnover on downs inside the 5.
We also got to remember that first interception for Berezowski was not his fault. It was not the wide receiver's fault. It's just that tip ball.
And a great play by Port Huron's defense here.
2 receivers to the right and the left. Berezowski's going to hand off to Eddie Williams, who's back in. We got a fumble. It looks like a fumble. No, Williams is still running.
And it's not Berezowski who was in on that play. Berezowski's on the sideline still with the training staff. Looks like he's frustrated that he cannot go back in. So maybe this is something that's looming here. We hope it's nothing too serious for Berezowski. She's talking to Emily right there. Oh boy.
Looks like it's Marlon Hagebuck who's at quarterback right now.
Let's see if he can put something together here.
Hagebuck sends number 11 off and running. And
that's Brett Anderson on the carry there.
Anderson's going to get it up just about a yard or two off the line of scrimmage. So that's going to set up a big 3rd down and 5 for Fraser with 1:38 to go until halftime.
Especially with you have a backup quarterback coming right in. Just basically, no, you got to be ready to go. And so far, number 4 for Fraser, Hagebuck has been answering the call so far. I just want to see what he could do with his arm. Is just see what, hopefully that he can get enough time to get a pass away here.
2 receivers to Hagebuck's right and left. Eddie Williams in the backfield also. We're going to see Hagebuck pass it. It's going to be a deep one, and it's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. He was looking for number 13,
Bahim Robbie. And that's just not what you want to see for Fraser. Once again, they got to punt it away.
They got to punt it away, and not only does this hurt for Fraser just because you have to punt the ball.
Yeah.
But you didn't have Berezowski out there at all.
No.
That's another thing that's really hurting Fraser right now at this point. And just as seeing the look on Berezowski's face, I've seen that face before. He's frustrated.
Not a good look.
He's frustrated. So we got a punt and a booming punt.
Robbie's going to punt it
to 25
to the 30. 35 is going to be taken down at about the 40-yard line for the Big Reds. That was number 11, Cameron Cole.
So now Port Huron's going to take the field. You're up 4 scores, And with 51 seconds, if I'm Port Huron's coach on the other side, I'm just thinking about just running it one play and then take this thing into the locker room.
Yeah, that's basically it. Just one run play, and actually 2 run plays, really.
Just run it and knee it and go in.
I didn't think you even needed to knee it, in all honesty. You're up 4 scores. You're getting the ball back in the second half. It's just not.
You don't want to take a shot. You don't want to take a shot and risking throwing an interception and giving Frazier a chance to get points before the half. But as they go in an empty formation for Oriole here, he'll take snap. He's
looking, he's running. He's going to throw it off to number 13, and he's immediately met. That's going to be a first down for Port Huron, but he is drilled
by Hagebuck right there. Just came in, throwing passes at quarterback, and then boom, makes a really good play defensively.
Jaden Ashford with the reception there, and we got a timeout by Port Huron.
So I think Port Huron now, we thought they were going to try and run the ball, just take this into the half. That's obviously not what they're going to try and do. They're going to try, hopefully, get 7 out of this, but if not, just settle for 3 and take a 31-0 lead going into the locker room.
Just a reminder, fans, as we approach halftime, stay tuned here to the Flash here at Fraser High School, as we will show you the halftime show from the marching band, the cheer team, and the dance team, all in its entirety. And that's going to be coming up in about 42 seconds here once the first half of play concludes. So, 1st and 10 for Port Huron.
Depending how big of a leg that Hansel has, let's see how far they have to go to try and potentially set up a field goal here.
Empty backfield for Oriole. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Oriole's going to get it. It's going to drop deep. It's going to deep, throw it big, deep, and that is out of bounds. That was Ashford, the intended receiver, stopped by Marcellus Avery. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 with about 35 seconds to go now until halftime.
So Port Huron, they're sitting at around the 43 of Frazier. I mean, you'd have to have the leg of Matt Prater to try and get a field goal off here. So probably Port Huron's probably going to try and look for pick up maybe 15 to 20 yards here, set up a really, really good field goal opportunity for Hansel.
2nd down 10 for Port Huron. Empty backfield for Oriole. He's going to get the ball. He's immediately
nice screen.
Nice screen. Throws it off to number 3, Caden Rogers. And we are going to have a timeout for Port Huron, their final timeout of the first half with 23 seconds to go. Once again, Port Huron's up 28-0.
Yep. And now they have the ball. They have the ball around the 33 of Frazier. Still not ideal, depending on what Hansel's
range
is. Maybe about 5 more yards, and then you have to get up and spike that immediately because you are out of timeouts and you want to try and set something up or try and run a couple sideline patterns, couple outs, couple corner strikes, posts to the sideline here. See what they come up with.
Well, you can also do the outside post play, but also just look, Oriole's got all the time in the world, especially when he's got the empty backfield like he's had the last couple of plays.
Oh, yeah.
No, Frazier's not adding any pressure to him, even with that screen pass to Rogers. So, here we go.
They do have a running back there.
Gavin Troy's back in there for Orioles. Orioles going to get the ball. He's going to run. He's going to be looking to throw it, and that is going to be incomplete.
Leaping effort, though.
Leaping effort, but just incomplete. Marcellus Avery once again on the coverage there. So that's going to be a 2nd down with 14 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10, 14 seconds to go in the first half.
So if I'm Port Huron here, I try and come up, you took a shot right there. It didn't work out. Either you try and run it, and if hopefully your guys, they can get it up to the line of scrimmage and spike it, or just try and throw something in the middle of the field or get a receiver out of bounds and pick up a couple more yards for a field goal shot here.
Oriole, the lone player in the backfield, gets the ball. It's going to move deep. It's going to pass it, and that is going to be a catch.
Oh, they got to get up there. And
they know it. but they stopped the clock a little bit here just for now. Clock's running. And we have...
Oh, they got to wait for the chains to move. It's just like college football. They got to wait for the chains to move. He's up there.
And they're going to spike it down now. That's an aggressive spike with 2 seconds to go.
That's exactly, something in the middle of the field. They got it, and now Hansel's going to come on here for, it looks like it's going to be maybe about a 28-yarder, 29 yards.
28, 29 yards. Let's go 29 yards here. The dude's having himself one heck of a game right now. 2 seconds ago, Port Huron trying to put an exclamation point on this incredible first half for them.
All right, here we go. Kick from the left hash, snap down, hold good. The kick is up. It's a low one, but it is good.
Wow. And
what a kick by Hansel. And that will do it for the first half. That's how you if you're Port Huron, that's how you want to cap off a first half.
Yep, 31-0 as we go into halftime. Once again, guys, stay tuned as we get ready for the Fraser halftime show. We got the dance team, we got the cheerleaders, we got the marching band. So, Aaron and I will be back for a second half. Hopefully, Fraser can make some noise here. Once again, going into halftime, the score, Port Huron 31, Fraser nothing.
It's the early 1980s, and the American music scene is flourishing with heavy metal hair bands and glam rockers. When Bon Jovi hits the stage, formed in Sayreville, New Jersey in 1983, this American rock band is credited with bridging the gap between heavy metal and pop with style and ease. In 1984 and 85, Bon Jovi released their first 2 albums, and their debut single, Runaway, managed to crack the top 40. In 1986, the band achieved widespread success and global recognition with their 3rd album, Slippery When Wet, which sold over 20 million copies and included 3 top 10 singles, 2 of which went all the way to #1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Tonight, the Fraser Rambler Marching Band and Color Guard proudly present the iconic music of Bon Jovi. Fraser's drum majors, Kate Zaccaro, Luke Wagner, Nolan Petchik, and Haley Burns. Is your band ready to perform? The band opens tonight's show with a song from the Slippery When Wet album that became Bon Jovi's first #1 hit on November 29, 1986. Under the direction of senior drum major Nolan Petchik, the band presents You Give Love a Bad Name. Continuing with this evening's performance, under the direction of Senior Drum Major Luke Wagner, the band performs a power ballad about the life of a musician on the road, featuring trumpet soloist Brianna Jacobs and color guard soloist Natalie Hesse. The band now presents Wanted, Dead or Alive.
All right. Hey, six.
Under the direction of Senior Drum Major Paige Zuccaro, the band concludes tonight's halftime show with the second song from the Slippery When Wet album, hit number 1 in February 1987, becoming Bon Jovi's signature song, which tells the story of Tommy and Gina. The band rocks, living on a prayer. Rambler fans, please welcome to the field your second act in the halftime entertainment, the Fraser Varsity Cheerleaders, with their special guests from the Fraser Elementaries. Fraser Varsity cheerleaders with their special guests from the Fraser Elementary. Great job, girls. Now welcome to the field, your Fraser Varsity dance team.
Oh my God, this feeling's just begun. Saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you, I should have run. But I'm frozen in emotion, and my head tells me to stop. Tells me to stop feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than I rush. Cause I'm frozen in emotion, and my head tells me to stop. My heart goes. Cause my heart goes.
Give it up for the Fraser Varsity dance team.
Yeah, second.
I mean, yeah, mine's all yours. Mine's all yours.
Yeah, that's the end.
And welcome back to Fraser High School, the home of the Ramblers here, and welcome back to FHS The Flash. My name's Jim Kennedy, joined by Aaron Gemmel. And Aaron, coming out of halftime, we got a minute to go before the second half kicks off. Fraser's down 31-0 to Port Huron. A lot of changes got to be made, but going into the second half, what's the one thing that Fraser has to do to get back into this game in some form?
Protection on the offensive line. Protection to the offensive line. Depending on if Berezowski's good to go, hopefully that he is, because we saw him, he wasn't on a drive before the end of the first half. So it looks like he's talking with the offensive coordinator over there, and his helmet's ready to go. So I think Berezowski's ready to go. But number one, they have to protect them. They have to protect them. Their offense, besides that one drive they got all the way down to about the 2-yard line early in the first half and turned it over on downs, they haven't been able to do much since. After they established the running game so strong early on, they need to protect them.
Another thing also is, and we saw it near the end of the first half, Berezowski was under a lot of pressure. And also his backup when Berezowski was out, number 4, Hoggabook, was, put into a lot of pressure here. So that offensive line has got to step up on pass protection. You're absolutely right here. But also make some room, make some moves for the run game. Because of the first couple of plays of this game, when Fraser had the ball, they were able to make moves. But then Port Huron just figured it out what was going on, and they've been able to stop Eddie Williams. They've been able to stop Hoggabook. They've been able to stop Darian Harris, which we hope he's okay.
Yeah, after 2 times coming off the field.
Both of them not looking really good as well. As we get ready to go here for the second half, Fraser kicking it away. Robbie's just going to give a nice little pooch kick here.
A pop-up kick, the classic pop-up kick, all right around the 30, 35-yard line in between.
Number 21, Dylan Lemereau, with the stop. Really just caught it, sit down, didn't move.
That's the best thing to do on special teams. You just catch it. But you don't want to risk the fumble. You want to risk anything like that. For Fraser, going back my days, couple of years, 3 seasons ago, that was a kick that Coach Glinowski preached that I needed to get down. He didn't want anything deep. The risk of potential returns for touchdowns here. And that was executed really well.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Port Huron here at their own 34-yard line after that kickoff.
Oh, they got Gavin Troy lined up as a receiver here. Let's see what they do.
Empty backfield, Troy in motion.
Oh, we got a shovel option.
Shovel option to Troy, and Troy's going to be taken down at the 40-yard line. Nice little shovel pass. It looks like to be like that read option kind of play. Quarterback saw he got pressure. Hey, there you go.
That's a really, really old school traditional college play. Just quarterback, you get it. You're reading. You have enough space, and then if you don't like what you see, you pitch it off.
Hey, here you go. Take it and run. And Gavin Troy, he's been having himself one heck of a game.
Absolutely, running the ball, catching the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to throw one here.
Orioles going to do just that, throw it, but it's going to be a false start on Port Huron. So what looked like it was going to be a big play, potentially, instead just got stopped, and they're going to move them back to where they originally started in the first place.
Yeah, those slip screens / bubble screens or wide receiver screens can be very, very dangerous because either they are a boom or they could be a bust. That's just how they go. You see it in high school, you see it in college, and you see it in the pros.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
That's just how those type of plays work. So let's just see what they do here.
Same formation, 3 wide receivers to Orioles right, 1 to the left. Gavin Troy in the backfield with him. He's going to hand off to Troy. Troy's going to have a whole lot of room, breaks the tackle, and instead is going to be taken down around the 46-yard line, but that's going to be enough for Port Huron first down.
We have a Rambler that's down.
Slow to get
up, holding his chest.
That's number 32, Logan Ryder.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be immediately met by the training staff there. He has right.
Oh, he's hurting.
He's hurting. He's hurting bad here. So it was actually not a first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches now for Port Huron here.
Oh, they got Troy back there. He's going to hand it to him.
3 wide receivers. There's that wide receiver screen. Yeah. And he's going to the back, and he's going to be going nowhere.
He's going nowhere.
Backwards. He's going backwards. And the referee's going to stop it right there. Big stop, huge stop for the Rambler defense here to start off the second half.
Yeah, especially if for Frazier on defense, you've given up 31 points. And so coming out of the half, just trying to come up with something positive, and a 3rd down stop is what they need. They got that, but it looks like maybe the Big Reds are going to go for this thing.
Oriole is back out there. So it looks like they are going to go for it. It is 4th and 2. Port Huron up 31-0. 9:30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, they got their tight ends ball bunched up there. They're going to give it to Troy. Oh, they're going to sneak it instead.
They're going to sneak it, and looks like they're going to get stopped.
Oh, yeah, I think he's a couple inches short by the length of the football. He's short.
He is indeed short. That's going to be a huge turnover on downs. Wait a minute. Nope.
No, they gave it to him.
Wow.
They gave it to him, so it's a first down for the Big Reds. After it looked like he was short. It looked like maybe by like the nose of the football, he was short. But now instead of a uplifting 4th down stop for this Rambler defense, it's now 1st down and 10 for the Big Reds.
1st down and 10 for Port Huron. Ball at the 44-yard line. Orioles going to get it.
Oh, we got movement.
Another flag. Offsides on Frazier. And you can tell on that sideline, Coach Glad's just walking away from the crowd right now. He is not in a good mood with how Frazier's been playing so far.
No, and it's probably he's upset one because obviously his team is not performing the way that they probably practiced all week. And 2, it's just penalties. Penalties have cost Frazier a couple of times in this game so far, and like you said earlier in the broadcast, penalties could make or break a team, and so far they're breaking Frazier right now.
1st and 5 now for Port Huron. Orioles going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it. Going to pass it off to number 10. He's off to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5.
There's a flag.
There's a touchdown for Port Huron, but there is a flag on the field.
This looks like it's coming back.
Back around the 19-yard line, and the way it's looking, yeah, it is coming back.
Yeah, we hit number 13, Jalen Ashford out there. He's just looking around saying, I didn't do it.
What did I do?
Where's the penalty? That might be the thing that might save Frazier from another score going up on that board.
Referees are currently convening, trying to figure out what the heck happened here. The flag is at the 19-yard line, so depending on what kind of penalty it is.
This could be a block in the back. It could be a hold.
Either way, it looks like it's going to negate a touchdown here. It's going to be personal foul. It is on Port Huron.
Looks like they're going to add.
So it's going to negate the penalty.
Touchdown will not stand, but they're
going to move it back from where the foul occurred. So it occurred at the 19-yard line. So they're going to move it back from there. So
it still will be a first down for the Big Reds.
Still first down for Port Huron, but it is in this case, at this point, is a heck of a lot better than a touchdown.
So looking down at this sideline for Frazier, what do you if you're like the senior captains of this team, what are you trying to tell your troops down there?
Oriole hands out the ball, hands out to Troy, and Troy's going to be met by a host of Ramblers, but he is not going down. He is now taken down at about the 27-yard line. Aaron, the thing is, you want to find a way to add some fire to this team, especially on the defensive side. That's where you're getting lit up the most. The defensive side is not doing anything. And here's the thing, Fraser's offense, they have the firepower to make plays. They're just not showing it.
They just can't put it together.
They just can't put it together. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Port Huron here. 2 receivers to Orioles left. Tight end off the line, 1 to the right. Gavin Troy in the backfield. Orioles going to hand it off to Gavin Troy, and Troy is immediately taken down. That's going to be enough for a first down for Port Huron. Another first down for Port Huron, another first down for Gavin Troy, and that's really been the story of this game all night long.
Looks like Marcellus Avery's upset about something down there. Maybe a holding or a push off by one of the Port Huron receivers.
Well, as you were saying, like it doesn't just have to be the seniors. It could be a junior. It could be a sophomore. Somebody has to light a fire under this team's behind if they want to get back into this game in some way, shape, or form. And as a junior, you can easily set yourself up as a leader for the future. 1st down and 10 for Port Huron. Oriole in the backfield. Gavin Troy right next to him on his left. And a lot of movement here, but it's going to be, looks like a false start on Port Huron. Port Huron moved first, which caused Fraser to move.
That will back up the Big Reds 5 more.
So instead of at the 22 or 21, it's going to be over at the 26 now for Port Huron. 1st and 15. Fraser's defense so far, ever since like 5-minute mark of the first quarter on, has had no answer for this Big Reds offense.
No, they haven't had an answer so far, and I think the way Port Huron's been driving, they might add another one onto this board.
Oriole deep. He's going to chase. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. Oriole's able to get it away, but just look at how far he went back. He went back over to the 45-yard line. If he had the ball and was taken down, that would have been a major loss. But instead, it's come an incomplete pass.
But still, any hurry for a
quarterback like that?
To hurry a quarterback like that, especially on the defensive side of the ball, that's what you want. If you can't get the sack, make him hurry, make him throw it away, and maybe throw it into traffic for an interception, but that wasn't the case on that play as we're looking at 2nd down.
2nd and 15 now, 6:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Orioles got Gavin Troy in the backfield with him. Since one of his receivers in motion is going to hand it off to number 2. He's off 20, taken down at about the 15-yard line there.
Amari Huller, who had a rushing touchdown late in the 2nd quarter for the Big Reds, just got another carry there. And another first down, it's going to be 3rd down, for the Big Reds.
3rd and 5 now, and this is where Fraser needs a big stop, right here. If you want to have any hope of getting back into this game in some way, shape, or form, it looks impossible, but it's not over yet. That's the thing.
Crazier things have happened in high school football.
And just in sports in general.
100%.
3 receivers, 2 Orioles left. Troy in the backfield with them. Orioles going to keep it
himself.
And he's going to run it. He's going to be taken down.
Good enough for the first.
Yeah, that is indeed good enough for the first. Going to be taken down at the 11-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11. So not 1st and goal just yet, but Port Huron is driving.
They're knocking on the door again. So if they score here, it will be it'll be pending the extra point, 38-0. Fraser just has no answers for this Big Red offense tonight.
Or the Big Red defense on the offensive side of the ball. As Oriole comes back out there, Port Huron breaks the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 11. Orioles got Gavin Troy once again to his right. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. It's going to hand off to Troy. Troy immediately breaks a tackle, and he is going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. That is going to be 2nd and short. He was going for the end zone, and if he did not get upended, that would have been a touchdown.
Port Huron are creeping closer. The knock is getting louder. It's getting louder as they approach as they come up for second down here. Port Huron just wants to salt this thing away. This is almost kind of like a put-away drive for this entire game here for the Big Reds if they punch it in the end zone right here.
Second and literally an inch. A tight line here. Gavin Troy gets the ball, and he's immediately stuffed. Holy Lord, there was a lot of Ramblers there meeting him at that line. That's going to be a third down, stopped at the line of scrimmage, third down and still an inch.
So if Port Huron, they're probably going to give it to Troy again. So you know what? You've been the bell cow. You've been the workhorse all day. Let's give it to you as we have a Rambler down on the field.
It looks like it is number 11, Brett Anderson.
Oh, no.
On the play, or the player down currently.
No.
No, I'm sorry. That's number 14, Darian Harris. Again. He is.
If you're the coaching staff, you have to pull him at this point.
You got to pull him. This is the third time he went down. At first, we thought it was cramps. Now we actually don't know what the heck's going on here.
Yeah, it's it's hard to speculate, but we just don't know. We hope he's okay, and it's just a huge blow for Frazier's offense and defense, and their special teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
All three aspects of the game, Frazier just took a major woe.
So here's the situation here, guys. Third and an inch. Port Huron driving. 31-0 with 3:38 to go. 3:38 to go now as the clock starts going in the third quarter. Oriole under center. Gavin Troy behind him.
We got more whistles here.
And it's going to be a timeout taken by Port Huron, their first of the second half. So, Aaron, let's just talk about it right now. Good start for Frazier. It was the offense. They got up to literally, they were an inch away from scoring a touchdown. You go for it on fourth down, they don't get it. After that, anything that could go wrong for Frazier did go wrong.
Yeah, it did. Everything from offense, defense, and special teams have played. Special teams side of the ball has played well. It's just offensively haven't been able to protect Berezowski all game, and he's been hurried. He's been sacked. Has the one interception tonight, and Frazier has not been able to establish a run game at all, along with the passing game to boot. And it showed. I mean, their defense is not giving them any support. Just having Port Huron just go all the way down, score.
Here we go. Third and an inch for Port Huron. Two receivers deep on the left side of Oriole, two to the right.
They got Troy back there again. Let's see if they give it to him.
Troy's moving up just a little bit. Oriole under center.
See if he's going to get a hat trick. Oh, a miss.
Oriole's going to get it. He's going to take it in.
But there is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
Looked like a mishap there on the snap.
It is a false start on Port Huron, so that's going to set them back now. So instead of a third down and an inch, it's now third down and 5.
Let's see if they give it to Troy again on a 3rd and 5. We got 2 touchdowns on the day, 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. Let's see if you can get 3, a hat trick here.
Ball will be marked at the 6-yard line. No, I'm sorry, 7-yard line for the Big Reds here. This is the play that could define this game here, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 5. Oriole with Troy in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right and 2 to his left. Gets the ball, hands it off to Gavin Troy. Troy's going to be stopped. So Gavin Troy is stopped for only the second time in this game on a 3rd down play, and now it's going to be 4th and 2. And this is where if you're Port Huron, you have a situation. You have a decision. You can choose to go for it, which the offense has been working, or rely on the leg of Griffin Hansel, who
is perfect on the night.
And both field goal and
extra points.
And it looks like they're going to be going for it here on 4th and 2.
I like the call. I like the call for Port Huron. You're up 30. You're up 31. It's about 4th and about 2. Gavin Troy has been a workhorse for them all day today. Just try and make a play here and get in the end zone. They could still pick up a first.
Orioles going to keep it himself. He's going to be running in. He loses the football. And the ball's now going to go out of bounds. But that's going to be a touchback for Frazier. So the Ramblers get a break that they desperately needed. Oriole fumbles it as he's running towards the end zone and just bounces out of bounds in the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback for Frazier. So now it's going to be first down at about 10 at about the 20-yard line.
That's for if you're one of the Frazier defenders out there. That's a huge win for you on the night.
Mm-hmm.
You get you get them all the way down inside the 5. It's 4th and goal, and you come up with a big stop. That should give them more confidence coming up here when they come up for the next couple series. Hopefully that can inspire maybe a couple sacks, maybe a turnover.
1st and 10 for Frazier. Berezowski in the backfield. He's going to get it. He's going to immediately throw it over to number 13. He's running. He's running to the 50, 45, 40, to the 35-yard line, taken down by a host of Big Reds. But that is the right start you needed for this Frazier offense here. They need to get points on the board.
Raheem Rabi, he's been busy punting the ball. Obviously, that's something that he probably doesn't want to do tonight. He probably wants to just be catching the ball and running rampant all over this defense, and that's what he just did on that play. So a great throw by Berezowski.
2 receivers to Berezowski's right and left. Berezowski gets it. He's going to drop back. He's going to run to the right now. He's just going to run it, go out of bounds. And it's going to get knocked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be about 2nd down and 15. Really nothing you can do for Berezowski on that one. He just wanted to
try and get yardage, but if you're a quarterback and you're trying to scramble out of the pocket, you got to realize whether if you have a shot to gain a couple of yards, or you have to make this internal decision really quick
to get rid of it,
to get rid of that football. And that's not what Berezowski did on that one, losing about 5 on that one.
2nd and 15. Berezowski, 3 receivers to his left. Berezowski's going to get it. He's going to toss it.
He's got Brad Anderson.
Get it out to Anderson. It's going to be taken back to about the 38-yard line.
Got it past a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. They got a long 3rd down here to go.
3rd and 8 for Frazier. The offense is firing off all cylinders. And here's the thing. We didn't see Berezowski near the end of the first half. We were wondering what the heck's wrong with him, but it looks like everything's fine for him now. Berezowski sends Anderson in motion. He's going to head out to Eddie Williams. Williams got a lot of room, and he's going to just run it.
Oh, he's breaking tackles.
15-10, and he's going to be taken down at the 10-yard line. 1st down for the Ramblers. A big play there. Eddie Williams, a little slow to get up there just a little bit. I wonder if he's okay or he is limping. He is limping. He is asking to get out of here. That is not good. That is not good if you're the Frazier offense.
Again, like we've been saying throughout the entire broadcast, hopefully it is cramps. Just get them over there. Saw Emily, the head trainer for Frazier, over there. She has a bottle of mustard with her, so hopefully everything gets taken care of.
Berezowski's going to hand it off now to number 26, Lance Ryder, who's really going to go nowhere, maybe get a yard or two, but still going to be 2nd down and 9.
This is 4-down territory no matter what. No matter what, you have to go for it, and that will probably take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. If they decide to run a play here, probably not.
You'll actually have time to run a play, and you want to get points on the board. 10 seconds to go. 2nd and 9. Berezowski, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Berezowski's going to drop back. He's going to toss it. He had number 4, Marlon Hagebook, open in the end zone, the back corner of the end zone, and he just couldn't do it.
It was the offensive line actually, they provided really good protection. They picked up a blitz, a late blitz by the Big Reds, and they created enough time for Berezowski to throw the ball. And Berezowski got off a really good pass, just overthrew his target by just a few yards.
Hagebook was in the area, but that is going to do it. 3 quarters down. Frazier is driving. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Port Huron up 31-0 here from McCaffrey Stadium. As the players move on down to the other side of the field now, as they always do in between quarters. We want to thank everyone here for watching and listening wherever you are. If you're at home, on the road, if you're on the road, let's hope you're listening and not watching. That would not be good. We do appreciate everyone tuning in as the athletic season goes on. Once again, my name is James Kennedy.
And I am Aaron Gemmel.
We are Fraser grads. We're actually both Fraser former football players. So
Yes.
what better way to have a football game going than with two former players? But this says, scoreboard aside, this has been a bit of a fun game.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes, it has. It has been. It's been entertaining. It's definitely been entertaining. Offense, defense, and special teams. It's
Bears obviously going to hand it out to Lance Ryder. Immediately stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be fourth down for the Ramblers here.
4 down territory. You have to go for it.
You have to go for it. You got to get points on the board at this point here. 4th and 10.
As Eddie Williams trots back onto the field.
Good to see that it's good to see that he looks healthy. Looks still to be walking gingerly a little bit there, but we'll see how it goes. 3 receivers to Berezowski's right. Eddie Williams to his right. 1 receiver to his left. Berezowski gets it. He's going to drop back. He's going to immediately throw it, and it is incomplete. Pass intended to Brett Anderson. Anderson was in the end zone. He just couldn't hold on to it, and that's going to be a turnover for the Fraser offense.
Man, that's just got to be a deflator for if you're the offensive mind of Brady Berezowski and everybody else. You're driving down. You had a couple really good plays on the running game and the passing game to set you up, and to be turned away on 4th down is just deflating to see.
Not what you want to see here. Scores 31-0 Port Huron. Port Huron gets the ball 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. They're looking to get out of here. Had that hour drive. What the heck happened there? Everyone moved except the quarterback and the ball. So it's going to be a false start on Port Huron there.
Almost like one of those ESPN ones. False start, everyone but the center.
Everyone but the ball, really, because the quarterback just standing there. The ball never went. The ball never went. So
he's going to back him up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Big Reds.
Ball now on the 7-yard line. 11:09 to go.
And we want to give you an update on Darian Harris here. He's over by himself at one of the training tables. Looks to be in disarray, looks to be upset.
Orioles going to hand it off to number 6, and he's immediately stopped at the line of scrimmage there. That was Cade Hansel, Griffin Hansel's brother, apparently. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd down and 15 now for Port Huron.
And we do hope that Darian Harris, he is okay.
Yeah,
he looks upset on that sideline right now, sitting on that training table right now.
Well, he's standing up. He doesn't look like he's in pain. He's just more upset at what exactly is going on. And it looks like Emily's going over just to check up on him, see how he's doing there. So 2nd and 15 now for Port Huron. Orioles going to get it. Hands off to he's going to hand it off. It's going to be a safety.
No, they will mark him down the forward. That forward progress. Yes, that forward progress.
Forward progress. That is, for a situation like that, just give him the safety at this point. But that's going to be a big 3rd down. At Hansel is met at really behind the line of scrimmage there by the Fraser defensive line.
So now it's 3rd and 16 for Port Huron here.
Fraser looking to make a stop, looking to do something here.
See if their momentum from the turnover that they forced on 4th down carries over.
2 receivers to the right and to the left. He's going to hand out to Gavin Troy, and he's actually going to be met, but it looked like he was stopped.
Inside the 1.
That is close. And for the first time in this game, we're going to see the punt team come out for Port Huron. But there is an injured Rambler on the field. That is number 3, Amir Collier. Oh, that is not what you want to see.
Especially late in the game like this.
And the coaches and athletic trainers get out there. Collier is up. He's limping a little bit, but he's up nonetheless, which is always a good thing. He's walking on his own power, just limping a little bit. So
training staff tonight has been really busy for Fraser. Just, I don't know really what's been going on, but hope that everybody is okay.
it is. Here's the thing. It is a real muggy night out here.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the sundown stuff, the humidity is there. So 4th and 18, 19. I'm sorry, 4th and 20 now. Port Huron is going to punt it away.
Always a good thing when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter, but not so good when you're at the back of your own end zone.
Port Huron gets it. They're going to kick it. And that's going to be a good
Oh, he's
punt.
going to get the good roll there.
That's a good roll there.
Good
It's gonna
roll
go
out
of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So good position for Fraser's offense. And the fact that they were driving late in that third quarter, you need to take that momentum. You need to transfer. You need to get some points here. Take that momentum, get into the end zone, go from there. You were there. You had the opportunity.
Your defense did the job. Your defense did the job for the second consecutive drive. Your defense has confidence, something that they didn't have in the first half. So now it just switches to the other side now, right? Now the offense has to get their confidence up by moving the ball, which they did. They have to get in the end zone and get their confidence up even higher.
1st and 10 for Fraser at the 49-yard line. Berezowski with Eddie Williams in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams is met, but he is now taken down by the Big Red defense led by number 55, Gavin DeLong. Gain of 2 for Eddie Williams there. Eddie Williams has, we said going into this game, Eddie Williams has the firepower. He has the offensive speed. And we saw that in the beginning of this game. But Port Huron has found a way to shut him and the rest of the Fraser offense down. And that's been huge. 3 receivers to Berezowski's right, 1 to his left. Eddie Williams in the backfield also. Wide receiver screen is going to hand off to Hoggabook. Hoggabook's going to move. He's moving 45, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's taken down at the 15-yard line.
And he is slow to get up after that one.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tumble there. But that's going to be a major first down for Fraser.
Really, a really good key block by Brett Anderson in the middle of the field to set up that huge catch and run to set Fraser up inside the red zone at around the 15-yard line, call it the 17-yard line.
Hoggabook comes out now. He's going to be hanging around Coach Sklad, looks like. Berezowski, lone backfield. Hands it off to Brett Anderson on the screen. Anderson is going to be met at about the 20-yard line by number 26 of Port Huron.
And Brett Anderson, he's a tall kid, so trying to bring him down it's a daunting task for Port Huron's defense. So if they're trying to get Anderson involved more, that could be a potential bad news for the Big Reds here.
3 receivers to Berezowski's right, 1 to his left. Eddie Williams in the backfield. Berezowski's going to hand off to Eddie Williams. There he goes. He's moving. 15, 10, 5. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Ramblers. Eddie Williams, 15-yard run. Fraser finally gets on the board. Pending the extra point, it is 31-6.
Which, being down this much and having played under Coach Sklad, oh no, I really thought being down this much they were going to go for 2. Being down so much, I thought for sure they're going to go for 2, but they're going to give him a shot.
Oh,
we got.
Looks like they're missing something here. They're missing the T.
Missing the block.
Sklad calls a timeout.
Brett Anderson will be the holder coming out of this timeout.
Robbie, he's been good as a kicker for this Fraser team. He's also made some plays on the offensive side of the ball. So here's the thing: it's 31-7. I'm sorry, 31-6 right now, pending the extra point. There's 7:35 to go.
You onside kick. That's obvious. That you go for the onside, and just try and keep putting more points. The offense, their confidence is starting to grow. If you get them another possession, their confidence will keep growing.
Keep Port Huron defense out on the field. Tire them down a little bit here. The kick is up, and it is good. So, score right now, Port Huron still leads 31-7. 7:35 to go in this game.
Oh, does that bring back memories? Seeing a kicker out there just putting it through for Frazier. Oh man, It feels like yesterday I was just out there.
It does feel nice sometimes, man. I gotta tell you, but but now here's the thing. This is the game situation here. That Big Red's offense, great in the first half, has
sort of dormant in the second.
And here's the thing: they've had chances going to get into the end zone, but guess what? Pow, pow! They keep shooting themselves in the foot. So if you're Frazier, do you risk the onside, try to get it, and keep that Big Red defense out there? Because when you think about it, you can wear down that defense, keep making plays, keep scoring, and you could try to get back into this game. But you're going to need a lot to happen here.
If this was their third score of the game and they're down maybe like 10, I'd say you would not risk it. But since you're down 31-7 with 7.5 minutes, around 7.5 minutes to go in this football game, you have nothing really to lose. So just might as well just try it and try something different. Maybe many different onside kick possibilities here. Maybe a really, really short pooch to right around the 49 or 48.
And looks like that's not going to be the case, as Robbie is set to kick it away here.
Yeah.
It's indeed going to be an outside kick, but that is not going to go.
That's a free kick.
That is a free kick
out of bounds and
turnover. Did not go the 10 yards that's required for an onside kick.
I think I could see what Frazier was trying to do on that kick. They're trying to have him approach like he's going to kick it deep or trying to pop it up, but instead slow down his approach.
Yep.
When he got right up to the ball and just do kind of like what Pat McAfee used to do with the Indianapolis Colts a few years ago and just dribble it to himself and then try and have him or somebody else recover that kick, and it did not work there.
The problem is, it just didn't work out for him, and now it's going to actually move him 5 yards back.
So now they're going to kick off where college and the professionals kick off at around the 35-yard line. So let's see if they have another onside kick up their sleeve.
Port Huron looks like they're ready for the onside kick, and looks like it's going to be a nice little pooch kick.
That's a beautiful kick. Just
going to be taken out about the 40 to the 45, and he's drilled at about the 43-yard line there.
That was number 13 right there. The kicker coming in there trying to make a play.
Kicker making some plays there.
Trying to force a fumble there. Got to love that.
So now if you're Port Huron, 7:31 to go in this game. You're up multiple scores. You just want to run the clock out, don't you think?
Absolutely. You want to run the clock out, even if it's with Gavin Troy, or even give the second or third running backs on the depth chart a shot. This is the time to do it.
First down and 10 for Port Huron. Ball at about the 44-yard line.
It looks like Gavin Troy, his day might be done because he's not out there for this play.
Oriole gets the ball. He's going to pooch it over to number 6. And number 6 is just going to run it. He's going to be breaking tackles. He's breaking free. 45-40, 35-30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Taken out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
What a run.
Cade Hansel telling his brother, hey, you're having a good game. Why can't I? Late in this one here. That's going to be a huge first down. That's going to set up first and goal for Port Huron right out the bat.
Yeah, he's probably saying, you know what? My brother's perfect on the night kicking, so why not I get into the game and make it cause some havoc on my own?
I scored 6 kicks today. Well, I scored a touchdown.
We both scored on the same amount of almost. He almost got in there, but he made a great play. That play was going nowhere. That was going the wrong way for Port Huron, the right way for Frazier, and instead he just was patient enough and found the holes in the defense and just carved them up on that one.
We do have an injured Rambler on the field. The athletic team is out there. coaches are out there. Kind of hard to see who it is exactly, but it does not look good. And when you think about it also, like we've talked about this game so far, injuries has really played a big part in this game for Fraser. And really the big one has been the Darian Harris, who was taken down 3 times, really just because of cramps that 3rd time. And you can see it like on the bench and all that stuff. He's there. His helmet's off. He's talking up with his teammates. He can't be in a good mood.
No, he can't. No, he can't. And it's frustrating knowing that if you're injured and you're told by the training staff, you know what,
We're not,
for the
not going
sake
to play you.
Yeah, for the sake of your health and sake of your season, we don't want you to keep playing. You know, we want you to be safe. Just take the rest of the night off.
Yeah. That is number 58, Morgan Caudell, who's walking off with a little bit of help from Emily and one of the coaches here. And that is not good.
Yeah, that's something that you do not want to see at all. It's especially so late in the game.
Actually, we want to correct that. That's actually number 50, Bryce Warner, who actually was a little injured in the first game against Holly. As we get ready to go here, 7:13 to go in the game. Fraser down 31-7. Port Huron driving 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. We wait to see something.
See if Cade Hansel, the senior, 5'4" running back.
Orioles going to hand it off.
Whoa,
Pitch it
this
to
is
number
going-
18, and that is a major blow.
Not like the last running play that they just had.
Marcellus Avery with the stop there to number 18. Actually, number 19, Ian Mitchell. That was really just a play that went nowhere for Port Huron.
No, and it looked like what kind of, it was good. Looked like it was building up for what the previous run was for Hansel as he just checks back into the ball game here. Let's see if he's going to maybe run this in and say, hey, brother, we scored 6 points each tonight.
Let's go. 6:10 to go in this game. Fraser High defense, 1 stop, 2nd and goal. A little bit farther back than where Port Huron started. Orioles going to hand it off to Hansel this time. Hansel is going to get stopped way behind the line of scrimmage there. That's taken down at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and Hansel's hurt on that play.
Oh, that is, oof. He is grabbing his ankle. And he is down.
He went down. He was tackled awkwardly going down.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, not only does that carry hurt his average for the game, but that hurt. That's just a major blow for the Big Reds right now.
Yeah. Major blow for the Big Reds here.
So let's hope that he's okay.
He immediately grabbed it also, which, like, you knew immediately. He knew
he's
that something was
hurt.
wrong. He knew immediately that something was wrong.
And that's the most dangerous ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the most dangerous ones. You see it on the professional level, you see it on the collegiate level, and you see it at the high school level. If you know, if an ankle, an ACL, an MCL, if they go, you immediately know it. And,
Yep.
And Hansel obviously felt something. So let's just hope he's okay, and hopefully he can walk off under his own power.
Training staff looking over him. He's immediately brought up here, and he's able to walk off on his own power.
With no limp.
No limp.
Let's just hope that he's okay, and when he gets attended to, the Big Reds offense is coming back out for a very, very long 3rd and goal.
Very long 3rd and goal is right here. They're at now the 24-yard line. With 5:40 to go in this game, Port Huron up 31-7. And in all honesty, if you're Port Huron, you're not in any rush to score
Not
points.
at all. You're not at all in any rush whatsoever to try and score. You're just Giving your guys reps. Get from everyone from the offensive line to your receivers to your running backs. Just give them some repetition, because who knows if Port Huron's going to need them later in the season.
We've seen a lot of a lot of players coming in now on the offensive side. So you're seeing second string guys get reps and everything like that in this game, and especially in the game like this. There is nothing wrong with that. It's 5:09 to go. Oriole with number 18 in the backfield. Oriole going to fumble it, and Frazier is going to pick it up. Major turnover there for Frazier. That is huge.
Missed exchange on the snap, and we have another Rambler down. Oh, he's in pain. He looks like he's in pain.
Number 20, Calvin Custance with the fumble recovery there, and that was really just a poor handoff from Oriole to the running back.
That's something that quarterbacks and running backs. That's what coordinators and stuff, they preach this stuff to those guys. Make sure it's in that breadbasket. Make sure it's secure. Don't pull away too soon. Don't give it up too soon. And he pulled away too soon, and which caused this ultimate fumble here.
Kind of hard to see who it is that's currently down, but
man, just injuries tonight for the Ramblers have been such.
Normally, when you think about it, though, a lot of times what kills you is the penalties in a game like this.
Penalties and turnovers.
Yes.
It's rarely the injury bug.
Exactly. And
that comes, but sometimes that injury bug will come around and bite a team, and it's bit Frazier tonight pretty good.
There's really only been one or two players that have gone down the first half, and the second half it's been a constant thing. As we see, that's number 32, Logan Ryder now coming off, and he's limping a little bit there, and that's just not a good look for Frazier. 4:59 to go. Frazier down 31-7 to Port Huron. They get the ball off of a big turnover, off of a third down fumble.
Oh, it looks like Berezowski is not taking the snap here.
It's going to be a deep pass from Hagebuck. That's going to be caught. Oh, that's a huge catch by number 2, Marcellus Avery, down to the 30-yard line.
What a pass, and what great protection by the offensive line. Giving
Marlon Hagebuck with the deep pass.
Giving Hagebuck enough time to step into that throw and really just let it go, and just found a very, very open spot in the defense as Marcellus Avery finds that hole, and now Frazier's got a first down in Big Red territory.
Hagebuck's going to get it. He's going to just run it. He's going to hurdle a guy, and it's going to be taken down at about the 25-yard line. It's going to be second down and 5 now for the Rambler offense. That was a heck of a hurdle there by Hagebuck. 4:18 to go in this game. Frazier's offensive driving. They want to get some points on the board.
Get their second string guys and the offense, especially the offensive line, give them confidence. Hey, we went down the field and we scored twice.
Hagebuck's going to hand out Lance Ryder. There he goes. 15-10, taken down at the 10-yard line. That's going to be a first down and more for this Ramblers offense. Yeah, Berezowski, his helmet's off. His day is done. You just see it right there. He's on the bench. Hagebuck is
hands on his hips.
Hagebuck is driving. Hands it off to Lance Ryder, who just trips, gets hit by the turf monster. It's going to be second down and 5. There was no one around Lance Ryder.
Nah, it's always some people say the 12th man is the fans in the stands, but really
it's the turf monster.
It is the turf monster, and the 12th man on defense got him there.
Second down and 5. Frazier in a no-huddle offense here. Hagebuck hands it off to Lance Ryder. He's at 15-10, 5 touchdown, Ramblers.
What a nice run. Again, great protection by the offensive line to create that gap. Create that gap for Lance Ryder as he rides into the end zone for that touchdown, and to make it now a 31-13 game. pending the extra point or 2-point conversion, depending on what Coach Slad wants to do.
Lance Ryder had wide open field. Yes, it was 5 yards, but he had nothing stopping him there. That was an easy touchdown for Lance Ryder, and Robbie's going to go for the extra point here.
Robbie with the
Kick is up, and it is good. So now the score is 31-14 in favor of Port Huron. So near the end of the game, Fraser's starting to make some noise a little bit here. You know, it's 3:06 to go. It's not over yet. It looks bleak. But we have said in the past, crazier things have happened. And we know Sclad, he had not had to use a timeout yet. So you still have all 3 timeouts. Plus, you can get your offense to get out of bounds, stop the clock, and go from there.
Yeah, big gains, just like in college football. You have big gains that will stop. That the clock will stop when they move the chains. So that also helps you out as well. So let's see again what type of kick that they're going to come up with here.
So do you try to go for the onside kick again if you're Fraser?
I say why not? Just see what happens.
You have the opportunity. Robbie is ready.
Mm-hmm.
And is it going to be a pooch left? And that's going to go out of bounds.
And that will draw another flag.
We have, looks like a Fraser player was knocked down. That was number 20, Calvin Custance.
Looks to be a little bit shaken up, limping a little bit as he jogs back over to the Fraser sideline.
You just saw him slowly get up. You didn't know what the heck was going on with him, what was going on. So, Port Huron really don't have to do anything now with 3:01 to go in this game.
Just keep running the ball. Just try and get a couple first down. It's not like it's not like it's a 31-28 game where you're trying to run and just ice the game completely. This game has already been decided for, at least for the most part. Again, we have seen crazier things happen.
Things have happened.
But with 3:06 left to go in the fourth quarter, the odds are definitely not in the Ramblers' favor.
We have said that Port Huron's offense has literally been dormant in this game, in the second half. They have dominated the first half, done nothing in the second half. This is where penalties and turnovers have come into play. Oriole's going to get it. He's just going to run it, and he's going to be taken down at about the 42-yard line.
What a hit.
That's stopped by number 65 for the Ramblers, Travion Hunter.
What a nice hit by the sophomore right there.
That's a big hit there, and especially a guy like you said, he's a sophomore. You want to make an impact now for the next 2
you want to make
2 years.
You definitely want to make an impact to the coaching staff, your coordinators, and most importantly to your teammates as well, saying, follow me. Let's ride this ship. Let's get ready to ride this ship in a year or 2.
Jared Jenkins, number 57 for Fraser, immediately ran off the field. He is limping. He is not looking good here. Hunched over here. 2nd down and 4 for Port Huron here. Ball at the 41-yard line. Oriole's going to get it handed off now to number 42, who's going to get hit. Holy Lord. He's going to get hit at about the 46-yard line. Still going to be a first down.
That is a first down for the freshman, Owen Palmer, listed here as a kicker on this depth chart, but he gets a carry here, and it results in a first down for the Big Reds.
And with that first down, this game is practically over at this point here. 1:50 to go in this game. Port Huron can take all the time in the world, and they're going to be able to walk out in McCaffrey Stadium with a win. A big win for Port Huron here.
That's going to be one happy bus ride back home.
Especially the fact you got to drive an hour from here to Port Huron. But that trip up 94 is going to be happy. It's going to be a happy one here, playing music and all that stuff on the bus ride back. Oriole looks like he's going to be going into victory formation here. We do have a flag on the play. No, we have a timeout for Port Huron.
So looking ahead for Fraser, Lakeshore is on tap for next week. So, and that is on the road at Lakeshore. Not an easy place to play.
No, it is not.
Not an easy place to play at all. So if you're Coach Sclad and you're at practice, or if you're Coach Heston on the defensive end, what are you preaching to these guys? First of all, in the film room, and then on the practice field to get ready for this Lakeshore team here.
You got to focus on the mistakes that were made. Now, here's the thing. On the offensive side, they got to focus on that pass protection a lot. Berezowski, especially from the first 3 quarters, was running all over the place. So you got to focus on the pass protection. You got to tighten that up. On the defensive side, they cannot get frustrated, because that's what we saw with Fraser.
Yes.
The second that Port Huron was able to score, you saw the players get frustrated. Now, they didn't do anything stupid, as Oriole goes into victory formation here, takes that knee. It's going to be one more play.
As Lakeshore, they have not won a contest this season. So this is going to be an interesting matchup, because Fraser started off 2-0. Now they're 2-2, coming 2 straight losses, 1 on the road, 1 at home. Now you go on the road to play a team in Lakeshore that hasn't won anything this year.
So far. But if you're Fraser also, you really got to focus on the penalties. So when you think about it, there weren't any major penalties on that one. There weren't any personal fouls, anything that set you back. The problem was the penalties that you got as Oriole takes the knee here, and that is basically going to do it here for this game.
And one final positive look for that offensive line if you're going in for next week. They weren't called that much. They weren't called for holding.
No, they weren't.
So that's got to be a victory for the offensive line. It's just that pass protection that has to be worked on as the key.
Yeah, pass protection is the name of the game here. Fraser came into this one 2-1. It's going to fall 2-2 as once again Port Huron defeats the Fraser Ramblers here, 31-14, the final score. So, Aaron, any final words before we get out of here?
Just an honor just to be up in the booth. It was an awesome experience just to do color with you. A great night for football, and hopefully I get to come back and do this sometime soon when I get a free weekend from my busy time up at Central Michigan University.
It was a good time, Aaron. It was good being able to broadcast with you. It's good being able to broadcast back home, And speaking of that, in 2 weeks, we got homecoming.
Yes.
So hopefully Fraser can find a way to beat Lakeshore, provided that game is played, depending on what's going on.
Then they got Sterling Heights.
Yep, at home for homecoming. So you want to bring the alumni back. You want to bring friends and family to homecoming.
Hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully you'll be back as well.
I'll be back as well. So with that being said, we want to thank everyone for watching today's game. I appreciate everyone, our entire Fraser Flash staff, for working so hard to provide the camera work, the microphones, everything for today's broadcast. Once again, the final score, Port Huron gets out of here with the win. The final score, 31-14. For Aaron Gemmel.
And as always, keep it fresh, everybody.
For Aaron Gemmel, I'm Jim Kennedy. So long. We'll catch you all 2 weeks for homecoming.